Hello there, Virgo. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly cast of July the 21st. For those of you who don't recognize it, we are taking videos back to old school, the way they were originally formatted when I first started doing this channel in 2013. The only difference is we're doing these videos live instead of pre-recorded and then uploading them. Want to make a couple of announcements really quickly. First of all, you guys need to know my video uploads. Uh, the speed leaves a lot to be desired right now. That's okay. I do have an upgrade coming in on Monday. I have people coming in to change the internet service so that this should not be a problem. We should have much higher quality video after Monday, but for right now, we're going to deal with what we have and just make the best of it. Also, I want to send out a huge thank you to all of you who have supported me even during the time that I was in transition and not showing up on YouTube. I have made my move from Colorado to Missouri, and then I spent a good while in the truck with a friend of mine helping her out in a semi. So thank you to all of you who still remembered me, who stayed subscribed to me, who looked for me, those of you who checked on me and sent me emails and text messages. Thank you. Thank you. Those of you who got readings from me, even during the time I wasn't showing up on YouTube and still supported me, thank you very much. I had a lot of you that I had to find rest areas and set the energy to do readings for you, and I loved it. It was wonderful. You guys know me. I love to read all the time, no matter what. So that was fantastic. So thank you very much for supporting me like that as well. So now that I've spent 2 minutes saying thank you, let's get into the Virgo reading for the week starting July the 21st. Tammy Bambi, hello, welcome. I wasn't thinking you were Virgo. I was thinking you were Cappy. Are you a Virgo rising? La da 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 da. Okay, Virgos. Wow. You guys have an exciting start to your week. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. All right, so Virgos, what we have showing up is the Blasted Oak, and this is a dramatic card. It does indicate things happening in a big way, usually a dramatic way. What I'm hearing is that this is an ending for some of you. This card is very similar to the Tower card in its teachings. It basically is talking about that you have a situation that maybe you thought would last indefinitely, but definitely you felt like you were safe in this situation. And I think you were restless in this situation. I don't think you felt like you were using your abilities to the greatest that you could use them. But because it felt so safe, you really weren't in a position where you wanted to go out and look for something else. And so that security, is really important to a lot of us. What's happening though is Sacred Spirit sees that when we start to sort of stagnate and we're not growing, we're not doing more things, we're not exploring, we're not expanding. Sacred Spirit's not a big fan of that. So if we don't get out and try to find ways to grow and expand, Sacred Spirit will boot us out of that safe place so that we're forced to find ways to grow and expand. And this is basically what this card talks about here. It talks about being booted from that safe space. And you can see there's bondage. There's bondage here that was broken away by this lightning that broke that limb where the person was hanging out. And there's bondage around the ankles as well. So that bondage is broken. Maybe you had what I like to call the velvet handcuffs. You were making so much money at your job that you weren't wanting to look for any other job, even though you knew that you could do more, you could handle more responsibility, but the money was good. Life was comfortable. Why would you make a change? Well, this is Spirit saying, because you're not growing, because you're getting stagnant, you're getting boring. Now, this is not going to be a job for all of you. Okay, it can be a lot smaller of a thing, but it's something that you felt really secure in that you thought would last a long time, comes to a sudden and unexpected end, and it propels you to find something to replace this. Now, that's just the beginning of the story because the end of the story is whenever we see this come up in reverse afterwards. And when it comes up in reverse afterwards, this talks about that we're landing on our feet. So when you have this card, this is just the beginning of the story. This is the beginning of, okay, something got taken away from me. Now, how do I replace it? Whatever you find to replace this thing that was suddenly removed from your experience is going to be better than what was taken away. This is an overcomer's card. It's just the beginning of that process. This is just the shakeup. You are going to be overcoming. You're going to come out better than what you were before this shakeup. But on Monday, you're experiencing the shakeup, and it can be a little bit unnerving and breathtaking. Not going to lie about that. Not going to mince words. It can take your breath away. But just know that it's happening so that your door can be opened to something that's better and bigger to come into your life. That's more fulfilling and more satisfying than whatever this was that you're losing. Okay. Now, that was a lot of information for a Sunday. Let's look at Monday. Monday, what you have showing up is the stoat in reverse. Now, the stoat in reverse, kind of to me, it looks like you're still reeling a little bit on Monday from whatever this was that happened on Sunday. And you may be doing a little bit of that kicking yourself in the butt. That's kind of this energy here. It's sort of the opposite of high self esteem, it's more like low self esteem. Okay. So I really feel like this is where you're sort of beating up on yourself on Monday. It's not necessary to do that. The world beats up on us enough. We should not be beating up on ourselves. If you feel yourself doing that, try to let that energy go and try to find ways to appreciate who you are. All right, so let's see, Monday, Sunday, Monday. Next, we're looking at Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday, what we have showing up is the Ace of Vessels. This is also called the Waters of Life. This is a really fantastic card to see after Sunday and Monday. This talks about being refreshed, being rejuvenated, finding something new to put your attention on that feels good, something that makes you happy. You could run into a friend that says, hey, um, our workplace is looking for somebody who can do this and this and this, and it fits you perfectly. You know, you could run into somebody that says, hey, I found this great new hiking spot. Do you want to come check it out with me? Or you could stumble across something that you absolutely love. But this really talks about finding something that you really, really enjoy and appreciate. And that's on Tuesday, Virgos. Next, let's look at Wednesday. We have the Seven of Bows showing up in reverse. Virgos, it seems that there's some kind of baggage that you've been carrying around, whether it's clutter in your house or whether it's emotional baggage. You've been knowing that you need to get rid of this. For some of you, it's both, by the way. You've been knowing that you need to get rid of this clutter or this baggage. And I think that you start to, and then you stop. Then you decide, no, well, maybe I don't really need to get rid of this. Maybe if I get rid of this emotional baggage, then it'll be that much easier for the next person to hurt me. Maybe I should hold on to that. It makes me more defensive. It makes me keep my defenses up. Not the best thing you can do for yourself, honestly. Maybe I don't want to get rid of these knickknacks in my home. I've just had them so long. These were special at one time. This is knowing you need to get rid of some things, whether they're emotional or physical, and not really being able to bring yourself to do it just yet. I think you make the attempt, but you're not able to do it just yet. And that's happening for you on Wednesday. Okay? Now, Thursday. You have a fox that you're dealing with on Thursday. This is a Knight of Bows. So this is somebody who is, he can be very inspirational. Generally, a he could be a very assertive female. Very inspirational. Can have a lot of really great ideas. Maybe even an inventor. Definitely an innovator. This is somebody who's a little bit younger, or at least a little bit younger minded. They're not seasoned by life yet. They have a very quick wit. They enjoy making people laugh. And they have a good sense of their own worthiness, their own self-esteem. They don't see themselves as being all puffed up, this big and wonderful and almighty, and they don't have problems with low self-esteem either. They're just in a very good, healthy, confident place. This is somebody who it's really nice to be around because they are fun. They do like to make people laugh, and they're also generally pretty respectful. Generally, there might be a few little things that slip, but generally they try to be pretty respectful. They try to make people around them happy as much as they can. All right. Now, next we have Friday. Okay, so Virgo's Friday, what you have is the Archer showing up in reverse. This is telling me that Friday you're going to be a little bit distracted. It's going to be hard for you to focus on things. Normally, when my Archer's right side up, she's really focused on her target. There's no doubt that she's going to hit that. I think you're having a hard time really focusing. I think your energy is scattered. You're trying to take care of a bunch of different things, which means you're getting a lot of little bitty things done, but you're not actually getting any big things accomplished. So feeling very scattered on Friday, Virgos. Not really like you to be like that, honestly. Saturday, you guys have the eel in reverse. So there's some kind of problem that you're trying to solve Saturday, and I think you've got somebody around you who is bringing to you ideas that are a little outside of the box, Leo. They're not what people would normally think of as an idea for a solution. And I think that you're kind of closed-minded a little bit. Normally, you're somebody who thinks outside the box too. But in this particular case, you're a little bit more closed off and you're not open to these ideas that are coming from outside the box. You want to do something more traditional, more classic. For some of you, you just don't like the ideas because they're coming from some person that you don't care for that much or you don't respect them as a problem solver. And so you're not really taking their ideas seriously or paying any attention to them. You may want to. They don't think so differently from you, actually. All right. So that's what I've got for you, Leos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate that. Those of you, if this is the first time that you've seen me and you like my style, feel free to go ahead and subscribe so that you can find out when I've got new videos coming out again. Thank you to those of you who are already subscribers. Those of you who find this video helpful, please share it with other people who may find it helpful as well. I do appreciate that. And those of you who have been watching me a while, you know that I do offer live readings either over the phone or over Skype. The best way to find out about how to get a hold of me is to take a look at my website down below. There you can also see that I also offer 1 and 2 question recorded readings if you just really only have 1 or 2 questions. So all that type of information is on my website, which is www.amista.info. INFO. Once you're there and you've looked around, if you have any questions or if you want to schedule a reading, feel free to just get in touch with me through that contact information there, and we'll get you taken care of quickly, quickly, quickly. Everybody have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.